Today with me we have SgtDaniel from Pokemon Masters, the guild leader of Pokemon Masters, who is also the home of my free-to-play account. So, welcome Daniel.
Hi, how are you?
So, I'm actually looking at your base right now and awesome garrisons with 46k might. You have some really good garrisons. Anyways, so Pokemon Masters is recruiting and Daniel will be here to explain some stuff about the guild. So, Daniel, how long have you been playing Castle Clash?
I've been playing since November after my exams last year.
Oh, that's like almost a year.
Yeah, practically, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And you made it so far in a year.
Yeah, I'm surprised I have interest in the game for a year. Usually don't.
Yeah, I've been playing for around 10 months and I'm also in shock that I've been playing it for that long.
Yeah.
So what made you start the game?
So what made me start the game? Well, after the exams, I guess I got a bit bored and I was just researching some kind of strategy games on Google Play. And I got into first Clash of Clans, but I didn't really like it that much because you only get the heroes at a very high level once you're at a very high level. So they had one of the recommended games, which was Castle Clash. So I gave that a go, and yeah, and when you do the requirements, so the achievements. My first rolls, I already got a Druid for the first roll, so I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." Got a legend already.
You're so lucky.
Yeah.
So when did you start the guild?
I started the guild on the 15th of December last year.
Wow, you still remember the date.
Yeah, I checked online. My first post. I'm like, oh, it says 15th. Okay, that's what it was.
So what was the reason you started the guild?
The reason I started the guild, well, I guess I tried to find any kind of guilds that were Pokemon related, and I found one, but it was always full. So I thought, stuff this, I want to make my own one. And I really like Pokemon a lot, so I thought I'd make the Pokemon Masters Guild and try and build it into like a kind of family-centered guild. And so far it's been going very, very well.
Yeah, you guys are really active in the chats and stuff.
Yeah, they were the best.
So who are your vice? Mind introducing them?
Sorry?
Who are your vice?
Oh, who are my vices?
Yeah.
My vices at the moment are Rob the Terrible. He's not really terrible, trust me, he's a good guy. And Demon Dan. I don't know if he's a demon, but you know, no, he's pretty cool. Those two are good. Rob's been a vice for the longest out of everyone else. I've had two vices previously. I used to have a vice called Ben, but he had to leave the game for family reasons. And I used to have another vice called Schmo. He's a really cool guy. He left for a while. So that's when I replaced the vice position with Dan. But Schmo came back and yeah, he's really cool about it. And yeah, so those are my vices at the moment.
So what boss battle are we currently doing?
So the boss battle we're currently doing is boss 3. And recently we have had some kind of predicaments and discussion about the boss times, because some people are missing out on the boss from the 1 minute wait period, and that's mainly due to a lot of the guys doing a lot of damage too quickly. Because we have a high might requirement, the members themselves, they already have high DPS. So we're already undergoing some changes through changing some kind of boss tactics.
So what are the requirements to join the guild?
So the requirements to join the guild at the moment is to have 25k might or over. We do have exceptions, however, if you have minimum 20k might and below 25k might, but you have to have a pumpkin duke. That way you'd be able to help out in the storm misses and the torch battles. We also have a line requirement, so if they do not join the line chat, they will not be accepted. Usually we have some players who join not online, so we give them a maximum of 1 week notice, and if they don't join within 1 week, then we'll have to remove them. And there is a cheap 150 shard donation per week, which is resetted every Monday. So if you join, for example, Thursday, you'd have to put in 150, but it would reset on Monday. So then you'd have to do another 150 by either Tuesday, Wednesday, or so forth. And then every week from then goes on like that. Any bonus donations, though, we'll consider as goodwill donations. We used to do this ever since the beginning of the guild to build up the guild, and now because of that we've maxed everything. So we maxed the guild level, we maxed all flags, which is really good. So we had a lot of supportive members, which is great.
That's good.
Yeah.
The shard donations are really much lesser than what I'm facing in Ender.
Yeah, we used to have the maximum we've ever asked was about 250 per week, and if the top 10 made it into the list of, so the top 10 heroes of boss would have to donate an extra 30. So we were charging quite a lot. That would have been 7 times 3, 21, 250. That would have been 460 maximum for a few members a week. But since we maxed everything, I thought it'd be nice to drop everything down just to a short 150, just so we can meet the flag refreshing and the boss activations. And also it's good for the members so they can save a bit of shards to build their own heroes in their own skill levels and stuff like that. Or if they want to hire any heroes such as AC, Reaper or Immortal.
So how are you guys doing in Torch Wars?
So Torch Wars, we goes ups and downs ever since we had the line requirement becoming strict now. Beforehand, we didn't have it that strict, and a lot of the new members didn't understand how the how the torch system works. What we generally want to do is to try and stabilize around 100 torches until the last 12 minutes of the boss, so on 20:48 of the server time, and then on then everyone would haul up. The aim is to go for people who have above 50% guild, so the guilds who have 50% and over, and you'd want to generally not have more than 20 per guild hauling. That way you can increase your chances. As for defending, we would leave any high-level raiders to the high-level might players to deal with, and any of the low might ones, so low-level heroes such as like level 80 paladins, would leave it for the other guys, for the low might players. That way everyone is contributing.
So how do you think the guild will do if, assuming there will be a guild war in the future?
How would we do? Well, that's a good question. I think we'll do actually very well, because considering you'd have to keep in mind that it's not about how high the coin rank system is with the guild. I believe it's more determined with the might system. So we're currently pretty high in the might system in the top 100 guilds. And I think we'll do very well because we've got a lot of players who are over 30k might who have pumpkin dukes, and we're pretty active as well online, so we have a good active chat system, so we'd be able to have quite a good amount of members online, what's called participating if we'd have guild wars happening. I think we'll do pretty well.
I guess that's all I have. So thanks once again for taking your time for this.
Yeah, anytime, man.
And for those of you who wish to join the guild, I will post Daniel's line ID at the description below, and you guys can just contact him, or you can just apply to the guild, and I'll see you guys in the guild, I guess, if you were to join.
Yeah, you know you want to join.